When glory erases the pain. How Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi found ultimate joy with their nations. For years, football fans have passionately debated who is the greatest player of all time, Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi. While their club careers have been filled with extraordinary records, goals, and trophies, many sports pundits now believe that their greatest achievements came while representing their respective countries. Cristiano Ronaldo guided Portugal to 3 major international trophies, while Lionel Messi finally fulfilled his lifelong dream by winning the FIFA World Cup with Argentina. Their emotional journeys have shown that lifting silverware for your nation carries a different meaning, one that can erase years of disappointment, criticism, and sacrifice. For nearly 2 decades, the rivalry between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi has dominated football. They have shattered records that once seemed impossible, collected countless individual awards, and inspired millions across the globe. Yet despite everything they achieved at club level, there was always one question hanging over their careers. Could they lead their nations to international glory? That question fueled endless debates among football analysts, television pundits, former players, and supporters. While both players had already proven themselves among the greatest to ever play the game, international football represented the final frontier. Today, those debates have changed. Instead of asking whether they could succeed for their countries, pundits are now discussing how both legends overcame years of heartbreak to create unforgettable moments for Portugal and Argentina. Cristiano Ronaldo's journey with Portugal. When Cristiano Ronaldo made his debut for Portugal as a teenager, expectations immediately followed him. Many believed he would become Portugal's greatest ever footballer. However, achieving success at international level proved much harder than dominating club football. Over the years, Ronaldo experienced painful eliminations in European championships and FIFA World Cups. Portugal often came close, but failed to cross the finish line. Critics questioned whether Ronaldo could ever deliver a major trophy for his nation. Everything changed in 2016. Portugal entered UEFA Euro 2016 without being considered the tournament favorites. Throughout the competition, they relied on resilience, discipline, and unity. Ronaldo inspired his teammates from the opening match until the final. Although injury forced him off during the final against France, his passion on the touchline became one of football's most unforgettable images. He encouraged every teammate, celebrated every defensive tackle, and refused to stop believing. When the final whistle blew after Eder scored the winning goal, Portugal had become European champions for the first time in history. For Ronaldo, the tears flowing down his face told the entire story. Years of criticism had disappeared. The pain had finally been replaced with glory. Nations League success. Some critics attempted to dismiss Portugal's European Championship triumph as a one-time achievement. Ronaldo answered in the best possible way. In 2019, Portugal won the inaugural UEFA Nations League. Once again, Ronaldo played a decisive role, including his memorable hat-trick against Switzerland in the semifinals. Winning another international trophy strengthened Portugal's place among Europe's elite and confirmed Ronaldo's leadership. Pundits began acknowledging that Ronaldo had transformed Portugal into a nation capable of consistently competing with football's biggest powers. Another trophy for Portugal. Portugal later added another UEFA Nations League title to their growing collection, giving Ronaldo 3 major international trophies during his era with the national team. For many analysts, this achievement demonstrated remarkable consistency across different generations of Portuguese players. Ronaldo had become much more than a goal scorer. He had become the symbol of Portugal's modern football identity. When the glory kills the pain. One phrase often associated with Ronaldo's emotional journey is the idea that when the glory kills the pain. Whether spoken directly or used by pundits to describe his story, the meaning is powerful. Every difficult defeat, every criticism, every heartbreaking exit, every tear. They all became part of the journey that eventually led to unforgettable celebrations. Winning trophies for Portugal did not erase history, but it transformed the meaning of every setback. Instead of remembering only the failures, fans remember the triumphs. That is why so many pundits believe Ronaldo's international legacy became complete the moment Portugal lifted major trophies. Lionel Messi's emotional journey. If Ronaldo's international career was filled with pressure, Messi's was perhaps even more emotionally demanding. Argentina expected nothing less than perfection. Every tournament brought comparisons with Maradona. Every defeat increased the pressure. Messi reached several major finals, but suffered heartbreaking losses. Argentina lost the 2014 FIFA World Cup final to Germany. They then lost consecutive Copa America finals. The criticism became relentless. Some questioned his commitment. Others argued he could never become Argentina's greatest player without winning a major international trophy. The emotional burden became so overwhelming that Messi briefly announced his retirement from international football after the 2016 Copa America final defeat. Fortunately for football, he returned. Copa America glory. Messi never stopped believing. His determination was rewarded in 2021 when Argentina defeated Brazil in the Copa America final. It was Messi's first major senior international trophy. The celebrations showed how much the victory meant, not only to him, but to an entire nation that had waited decades for continental success. Football experts immediately noticed the visible relief on Messi's face. Years of pressure had finally disappeared. The World Cup dream. Despite winning the Copa America, one dream remained: the FIFA World Cup. Every footballer dreams of lifting football's most prestigious trophy. For Messi, the dream carried even greater significance because many believed it was the only missing achievement in his legendary career. The 2022 FIFA World Cup became one of the greatest tournaments of his life. Messi inspired Argentina from the group stage through to the final. His performances combined leadership, creativity, goals, and composure under immense pressure. In the dramatic final against France, Argentina triumphed after penalties. When Messi finally lifted the World Cup trophy, one of football's greatest stories reached its perfect ending. He later described winning the World Cup for Argentina as his greatest joy, proving that when the ultimate trophy is finally won, years of disappointment no longer feel as heavy. Trophies are won, you don't feel the pain. Many sports commentators have used Messi's journey to illustrate another powerful truth. When trophies finally arrive, the pain that once dominated the conversation becomes much easier to bear. The defeats remain part of history. The criticisms still happened. The disappointments cannot be erased. But victory changes how people remember the journey. Instead of focusing on the missed opportunities, fans remember the triumphs. Instead of remembering tears of defeat, they remember tears of joy. The debate has changed. For many years, football debates centered on statistics: who scored more goals, who delivered more assists, who won more Ballon d'Ors, who collected more club trophies. Today, sports pundits increasingly focus on something different. They discuss leadership, resilience, mental strength, the ability to carry the hopes of an entire nation. Both Ronaldo and Messi experienced immense pressure. Both suffered painful tournament exits. Both responded with determination instead of giving up. That resilience is one reason why their international achievements receive so much admiration. Different journeys with similar endings. Although Ronaldo and Messi reached international glory through different paths, their stories share remarkable similarities. Both faced years of criticism. Both carried extraordinary expectations. Both experienced painful tournament exits. Both cried after devastating defeats. Most importantly, both refused to let failure define them. Eventually, they stood on football's biggest stages holding major international trophies. Those images have become defining moments in football history. Why national success means more. Winning trophies for a club is extraordinary, but representing an entire nation creates a different emotional connection. A club signs players from around the world. A national team represents millions of people sharing one flag. When Ronaldo lifted trophies for Portugal, every Portuguese supporter celebrated together. When Messi lifted the World Cup for Argentina, an entire country erupted with joy. That emotional connection explains why many former players describe international success as the greatest achievement of their careers. Lessons beyond football. The stories of Ronaldo and Messi extend beyond football. They teach valuable lessons about perseverance. Neither player achieved international glory immediately. Both experienced repeated setbacks. Both continued working despite criticism. Eventually, persistence produced unforgettable success. Their journeys remind young athletes that setbacks are not the end of the story. Sometimes the greatest victories come after the greatest disappointments.